The Wendelin group has done quite an extensive amount of work. They've actually been our consultants since February of 2014, so just over a year. And within that time, they have essentially redone all of our networking, all the stuff that's kind of behind the scenes that teachers don't necessarily see. In addition to that, they have helped us upgrade to a fiber optic system. So we have fiber optic now coming into the school, and then we have fiber optic to our backup and basically to the cloud. So that was a major undertaking, and that was ready to go from the course of the summer of June through the start of the school. In addition to that, they've done several other things, such as worked with our phone system, worked with our alarm system. So they've done a lot of not just technological stuff, but also kind of the unusual stuff that maybe some people don't think about in terms of project management. So the phone project was our entire elementary school had a phone upgrade. So Wendelin's, they did all of the RFP, all of the conversation with the vendors, and they've done a heck of a job. They met our timeline in terms of trying to get things done during our winter break. They followed up with any dotting of the I's, crossing of the T's, so to speak, with the system. And we are 100% satisfied with their work. They are just been fantastic. The Wendelin Group has met with the Pleasant Valley Board of Education on a few occasions. He typically meets with one of our, what we would call our subcommittee groups, and I'll be honest with you, the subcommittee as well as the entire Board of Education absolutely love Jay and find him a great resource. He's invited them actually off campus to a couple of visits, and a couple of our board members have taken him up on that and driven over to Bloomington and taken some visits. So in terms of board relations, it's solid with Wendelin's. If they say that they can do something, and if there is a specific timeline, I trust that it will get done. And I've experienced that on at least 2 different occasions. Last summer when we worked on some of our fiber optic, they talked about it was going to be a tight schedule. We would have it ready to go right at the beginning of the school year, and they delivered. We also talked about, I mentioned maybe the phone system, and I trust that it could get done during our winter break over Christmas, and the Wendelin Group delivered also. So I totally trust them. If we've talked about specific computers and whether they make recommendations on a specific model or anything like that, I trust that what they say in terms of the application, whether it's a good product or not, based on their experience and based on the fact that they have to service that, I trust that I trust their opinion on whether it's a worthwhile product or not. So I totally trust Jay. The Wendelin Group, I think they have a great response time. Just from myself as superintendent, I work a lot of weekends, and I will be working on a weekend, and I can send an email, I can get on the phone and text Jay or one of the other fellows, and they will respond on a weekend. So there's a lot of times where, on a few occasions on weekends, where they are actually calling me, trying to work through a particular issue. In terms of the staff, the teachers, secretaries, the individuals, they can put in what we would call a support ticket via email, and the response time has been really, really good. So they've been really wonderful to work with, and I have no complaints at all about the service. In terms of the management part of the Wendelin Group, I specifically work with Jay a lot. And with this, Jay can do a heck of a job in terms of getting the bid specifications ready. He can do all of the paperwork. He handles all of the E-rate paperwork, the bids for E-rate. If I want to, right now we're preparing for next school year, and I have a lot of computers that need to be purchased. Jay can put together the actual bid document, send that out, get the quotes, and then he can actually put together the actual purchase order. And then all I pretty much have to do is then get it to the vendor. So he's awesome with all the paperwork behind the scenes. He makes my life so much easier, and I highly recommend him. The Wendelin team, they are all the individuals besides Jay. Those are the individuals that are making the service, doing all the service behind the scenes. They're wonderful. I've gotten to know all those individuals by name. If we need to have something done, I usually do our either support ticket, or I can get on the phone and call them and they can answer something right over the phone. They are wonderful to work with. The whole team, Jay and all the fellows, they're wonderful to work with. I'm glad Pleasant Valley made the switch to the Wendelin Group. I look forward to a long-lasting relationship with the Wendelin Group. I love working with Jay and his fellows. They've taken us, in terms of Pleasant Valley, in the last 14 months, they've taken us a long way and prepared us for the future in terms of not only technology, but what education, the educational setting needs. I just look for a long-term relationship with Jay, and I look forward to continuing working with him and his entire group. He's awesome.